Hello everybody and welcome to the Waiver Wire show for the USPL for week number 3 with Coach Oak. As you can see on screen, our Pokemon of the week is Venomoth. We did a straw poll which ended in a 3-way tie, so I broke the tie with the mon that I actually liked the least, but I thought would be coolest to do for the Waiver Wire. So props to Beedrill and Masquerain. Sorry, not quite your time, and to Vivillon, Butterfree, and Beautifly. As you can tell, we had kind of a butterfly moth bee theme going on this week. They were really far off as no one even voted for you, so I'm sorry you do not make the Waiver Wire show for this week. So, as I said, we're going with Venomoth, so let's jump over to Showdown right now. Alright, and now that we're back in Showdown, let's check out our Venomoths of the week, named Purple Poke-Eater, of course, named after the Purple People Eaters, but because this is Pokemon, the Purple Poke-Eater, the Venomoth. So our first set, we've got Venomoth set up with actually, first off, let's go through the base stats. 70 HP, meh. 75 attack, ew. 60 defense, ew. 90 special attack, okay. 75 special defense, I can deal. And 90 in speed, not the greatest, but okay. It would be great if it could just boost those special attacks, special defense, and speed a little bit. That would be awesome. Oh wait, it's got Quiver Dance! And that's the first thing about Venomoth that you need to know. It does get Quiver Dance, boosting, of course, special attack and defense, 1 stage each, making it bulkier and able to hit harder, as well as raising that speed to getting it out of that 90 speed tier and into a good speed tier with that times 1.5. So our first set is a little bit of a weird set, but we're going to go into our ability and figure out what Tinted Lens does. So Tinted Lens is going to take this Pokemon's attacks and turn the ones that are not very effective and to have them do double damage. So if they are hitting a mon that only one time resists, they're now going to be basically a neutral hit, which is a very, very strong ability, as it means that you can run less coverage and be able to run through teams even better. As really the only things that resist you are things that 4 times resist you, which, I mean, with dual stab, you can pretty well prevent that most of the time. So, we do have Tinted Lens, but Venomoth also has Shield Dust, which is going to avoid those nasty secondary effects like Scald Burns and T-Wave Paralysis, etc., etc. A very strong ability as well, helping you to control the RNG of a match. And then Wonder Skin, which takes any moves that have status checks accuracy checks, status moves that have accuracy checks and making them 50% accurate when used on this Pokemon. So things like Sleep Powder is only going to be 50% accurate, etc., etc. Also a good ability. Probably the strongest of the 3 is Tinted Lens, and that's the one we're looking at with our first set, which is a bit of a strange set. We've got Quiver Dance set up with Reflect, Roost, and Struggle Bug with a Wiki Berry. So this set is basically bulky Venomoth. Even though Venomoth is not that bulky, this is bulky Venomoth. So you're using that Quiver Dance. Hopefully this is starting in against a special attacker, but it will work if you're on physical. But you want to set up that Quiver Dance to get your speed higher and give you that boost to your special defense, most importantly, but also that special attack. And then you're going to set up a Reflect to boost your defense, as well as being able to roost off damage, getting that in a pinch 50% back from the Wiki Berry, which is the pinch berry, one of the pinch berries, and then being able to hit off Struggle Bugs. Hopefully you're able to be bulky enough with Reflect and Quiver Dance and Roost that you can get up enough Quiver Dances that you're actually doing damage with Struggle Bug, but even if not, you're going to be lowering their special attack. In combination with Reflect and mostly defensive spread, you're going to be in a good position to just kind of be an annoying menace. Eventually getting up to enough that Struggle Bug is going to be doing good damage to most things. This is the best late game kind of stally-ish set that's going to just keep Venomoth alive and around for a while, doing a little bit of damage once it gets set up. Now our spread here is not optimized. It's just showing that you can very much optimize this to how you need, but it's a mostly bulky set. with 208 in HP to get it to 333, 244 in defense to get it to 217, 4 in special attack to get it to 217, 48 with a calm nature to boost its special defense to get it to 217, and 4 in speed to get it to 217. Showing its versatility as very easily you've got all 4 things to 217, and you're going to be boosting all of those in some way, shape, or form with Quiver Dance and Reflect. So that is our first set, the bulky purple people eater. Purple Pokey Eater. My own nickname. I screwed up. How dare I? Alright, and now we've got our second set, which is a more utility hazard control type set, which is a bulky fast set, but it's also got Sash to avoid those nasty, kind of hard-hitting mons. Good lead, as well as being able to do some other things as well. So you've got U-turn for just momentum, as this is not as attacking Venomoth at all. You've got Defog to get rid of any hazards on your side of the field. You've got Toxic Spikes to set up to poison all the things on their side of the field. This is preferably, of course, if they have no poison type, to just eat those up. And you also have Toxic to toxic them on in front of you when you put up Toxic Spikes. Yeah, really mostly intended as a Toxic Spike mon, but Toxic Spikes can be so effective against the right team compositions in this Draft League format that this is a very valuable set, as well as showing that it does get defog, even though being weak to rocks, it's not the best defogger. It's something to do, and it does have U-turn momentum as well. Moving on to our first Shield Dust. Oh, this is our second, sorry, Shield Dust. For this one in particular with the Sash, the Shield Dust is very effective at being able to take a big attack and not taking that, oh, I got knocked in by Sash, but then got burned and died type thing. That's the main purpose of that. We've got Shield Dust here as well with Black Sludge, as this is a Stolly type set, and you don't want to get any of those status conditions on the Stolly thing from secondary effects. And you don't really need any of the other abilities too much in this case. So you've got Black Sludge to get that recovery and over leftovers, because of course it's a poison type, and you're going to be able to hurt other mons who want to trick you if that's something they want to do. You have Infestation, Whirlwind, Toxic Spikes, and Morning Sun. Now this may seem a bit strange. The main idea is get Toxic Spikes up against a special attacker, and then be able to whirlwind things around to poison everything, and then trap the thing that you want to just whittle down with poison stalling, and etc, as you have recovery with Morning Sun. Just showing you, you can do a weather dependent healing as well as Roost is the only reason why it's Morning Sun over Roost for this particular set. Some other random options that things that could be good to see that we haven't shown yet that I won't be showing is Disable is very nice on this mon as well. So Scanning Psychic, and what was the other one? Rage Powder for double. Skill Swap, that's the other thing. Skill Swap can also be very good for this to kind of control things, as well as actually String Shot as well, which we aren't going to get into either, because there's too many things you can do with a Venomoth. This is probably my favorite set that I would run. Tinted Lens to keep its attack as high as possible. Classic Quiver Dance set. Modest Nature with speed boosting as well. And you're basically get in, get a Quiver Dance up. Bug Buzz, Sludge Bomb, Dual Stab with Giga Drain, and the Big Root to keep your recovery from Giga Drain as high as it possibly can be for the mons that might want to resist, like a bulky, well, not necessarily resist, but like a bulky water type that you just want to, you know, take its health off of it using its good coverage of Giga Drain. And our next set is similar as well, but showing off a little more of the versatility in the attacking move slots. Quiver Dance, again, same thing with a Focus Sash, this time just to keep it alive after you Quiver Dance. A little bit better if you're facing more aggressive attacking mons. So you've got Psychic, showing off that Psychic coverage that it gets, that very strong moves in, as well as Grass and Dual Stabs. Ominous Wind and Silver Wind, this is kind of the 10% chance to raise all stats by 1 spam. You're playing the RNG a little bit here, but with a Quiver Dance up, Silver Wind and Ominous Wind are both doing pretty good damage, and if you get those stat raises, you are just going to destroy things. So it's kind of cool that it gets both, and I wanted to show that off as well as the Ghost coverage and Psychic coverage as well. Moving on to our final set, this is our true annoyance, absolutely an annoyance set. You've got a Sleep Powder with a wide lens, as well as Wonder Skin to avoid it getting status with accuracy checks. You've got Disable to mess with any protecting mons, anything that only has one attacking move, etc, etc, etc. And then you've got probably the thing that I think Venomoth would be best at in this draft league format, which doesn't allow smash passing but does allow speed passing, is passing agilities off to its team as well as putting things to sleep. Put to sleep with the wide lens Sleep Powder, agility up, agility pass to something else who really wants the speed, kill the thing that's probably just waking up, and move from there with your Mon that's in a really good spot in terms of its speed tier, and it can really, we know how much a speed tier can change a game. Taking something that's in that kind of 70 to 80 range and making it outspeed everything can be absolutely devastating, especially if it's bulky with good coverage. So that is our purple Poke Eater, the Venomoth. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. Any suggestions for other weeks, leave them below. We will straw poll again when I get to it for next week with mons that are somewhat similar to keep it from being the same kind of mon every week. So far we've had Darfield and Purple Poke Eater. If you're out there, you like what you see, and think you can do even more, pick up Purple Poke Eater and let's see it run rampant on this league. See you next time, everybody.